Yeah, the video is okay? I still cannot see it. Okay, perfect.
All right, good morning, everyone. And we are filling up nicely. So we'll get going in about 30 seconds. I'll hand over to Scott to do a quick introduction, and then we'll get in. All right, great. We're at 100 already.
Guys, I want to introduce my great friend, Antoine, who is not an online friend. He's a real life friend. And we met in 2020, I think it was, when you were living in Bangkok. And he is a very, very smart guy at the type of trading that I am worst at, which is finding these tiny undiscovered gems before they start to take off, which have quite different dynamics. And it's very player versus player. And there's a lot of scams you have to navigate your way through. And it's very, very tricky. And what we're talking about here is coins that will never see the inside of an exchange, that are just like, you know, that Obama Sonic Inu bullshit, like 90% fraud, but the 10 that's not is hugely profitable. And I've watched Antoine just kill it this last year, and I think it's stuff that we really ought to be knowing. So I'm going to shut up and pay attention to him. By the way, he goes by the moniker Handsome Finance. He's the Frenchman with the accent. Boy lives in Bangkok, gets more ass than a toilet seat. My wife likes him better than me. Because the first we did some business, and we're doing some coin play, and I just said, I'll just send the profits to my wife if we make any, and she can have some spending money. Motherfucker walks in, gives my wife 70,000 euros, and which is a huge sum of money in Thailand, and it comes over for dinner, just bearing gifts for my wife. And now my wife is always, where is that handsome French guy? He's very good looking. He'd low mark, which means super handsome in Thai. It's like, what do you mean? I'm not super handsome? What the fuck, making me look bad, bro. Anyway, handing it over.
Thank you, Scott, for this introduction. If I can correct one thing, what do you mean those coins will never go on an exchange? Come on. They will go one day. One day, if we cross fingers. So I prepared a little presentation for you, but what we are going to see today is on-chain analysis and why it's the only in crypto that you can do this. You will never see this in any other type of investments. So Scott, because I've been doing this for a while. If I go off-road, no one can understand, please stop me anytime. If there's some question, don't hesitate as well, and I will answer everything as much as I can, okay? So a little bit about myself. I do stand-up comedy as well as an hobby. So this is actually a quite important point that we will see later. I've been doing it in French, in English, of course. I put the USA flag because I didn't know which one to choose, and in Chinese. Now, so today I will be your most handsome host, the most French one. And also, as someone told me at my last show, the most punchable face. And I was so surprised. How could my face be so attractive that someone will be willing to touch it, even if it's with their fist? I must be the Mona Lisa of faces or some shit like that. So, but let's get to the money. And today I just want to show some returns that my community did. For example, this guy, talking about the 12x or 15x, or that guy was pretty happy. We did one call on the protocol, and that did amazing because we focused everything on on-chain data. Or even that guy who did a 33x on a meme coin, which is, I don't know if we can be proud or not proud because it's a meme coin on Solana, but that's where the money is. And actually, I wanted to give a gift to all of you guys. So you can scan this QR code or take the link, because I have a private community and an online course and everything. Normally, you have to pay $97 per month to get in. But today, I give you 14 days for free. Why I do that? Because I know that today I will not have time to go into everything. And I really want you to have all the cards to be able to play this properly. So you can go in, watch all the course, get everything, and you can leave. I don't care, because I know if you start to implement, if you start to understand, then you will make some money with it, and maybe you will decide to join us again. So like really, I'm gonna just give you 2 minutes to get into this. I will never show this offer again. Like I never give 3 days because I don't want a bunch of people just joining the community and destroying it, because like we have like people doing real research on alpha, but because you guys are Scott's friends and Scott is my friend, so his friends are my friends. Let me put that in the chat as well, and we will get to it. Ah, thanks. Someone did it already. Perfect. Host and panelist, let me put it to everyone. It's super fast to create an account, and you can cancel anytime. You don't have to send me an email. By the way, don't send me an email. If you don't know how to cancel an account by yourself on your dashboard, then you're probably not made for this. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to handle so many emails. My goal is to make money with the trading. Why changing money? This is the offer. All right, everyone's in. Be sure to get in, because after we're going to get into the mid part, I will show you how we can get some of the best wallets, how we can copy trade even some pump and dump groups. Because what I love to do is to find an influencers, find their wallet address, and then know when they buy, and then know when they are selling. So like this, instead of listening to what they say, I watch what they do. And one of my preferred one, of course, is to try to reverse scam the pump and dump groups. I know he's not Scott's wife changing money. All right. So who is the best trader? Who do you think is the best trader last year? Who was the best trader? Who is the best trader this year? It's pretty hard to say, right? Well, I know one that's been winning constantly. It could have been Sam Bankman, but Nancy Pelosi, insider. When you have insider information, everything is easier, right? Because all the information is priced in the markets, unless you're the one making the law, unless you're the one who is going to give the money to the companies and stuff like that, so, and the authorization. So she's the best. Now, what we can try to do is to be as close as what she's doing. So that's why we are going to use on-chain analysis to also find the ones who have some insiders and how we can copy them. Someone said BlackRock. That's also a good one. And we will see actually who are the BlackRocks of crypto, because we can also know what they are doing. This is totally different thing. Let me explain to you. So all on-chain analysis can give you all the alpha and become like Nancy Pelosi, not the physics, just the money in the account. So a little bit about myself. I've been in crypto since a while. I started to post videos 6-7 years ago. So you see in June 18, 2017, I was buying some, like Ethereum, Bitcoin for 500 euros. Started to post this in French. And during that bull market, I did not have any knowledge about trading. So I decided to go full automatic. I'm not talking about this kind of automatic or that kind of automatic, which is an automatic swipe for Tinder, but more like that. So similar to an ETF, but for crypto. It was good. I invest in the top 20 altcoins. I didn't need to care about anything. And I was just writing it like this, my Bitcoin and my diversified funds. But bear market is painful. And when you have those altcoins, you get destroyed. And actually, to be honest with you, one of the funds that was a diversified funds where I invested in went bankrupt because the owner went into some shady stuff. Anyway, second bull market, I discovered something with the help of Scott, which was on-chain analysis. At that time was for Bitcoin. So this graph lets you know like what is the number of addresses of Bitcoin holders that are in profit. It's pretty easy to know because when they send it to their wallet, we can match, okay, they bought it at this price, now the price is here, so are they in profit or not? And it's a pretty good indicator of are we in the bull market or bear market? Because when everyone is in the red, you can see the market is always crashing, it's the depression time, and then we go back into the yellow, and then the green line is when it's above like 0.4, so 40%, 50%. So we can know that now a lot of people are in profit, a good probably half of the markets, but not all of them. So when I learned this, I was like, okay, that's cool. That let me time the market, but I need something else. I wanted to have another edge. And this led me to understand something. Because when you do comedy or like when you tell jokes and everything, you have to understand comedians reveal the obvious hidden in plain sight. And that's where I want you guys to understand. Yeah, I quoted myself. Yeah, I know. So during that bear market, I studied like a mofo to do on-chain analysis, and you would understand why it works and how it works. So what we're doing investment is the blockchain, right? A blockchain is different blocks attached to each other by the transactions. So each block have different transactions. Let me show you actually live, for example, because we saw the analysis that Scott showed me back then, which was for Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin doesn't have so much degenerate thing going on. It's getting slightly better, but you have some blockchain that have a lot more information. This website is EtherScan, and EtherScan give you all the information you will ever need about Ethereum and whatever it's happening on the blockchain. So even if you trade a coin like, I don't know, Beam, it's a token on Ethereum. And I have all the transaction here. You will understand where I want to go next. We have all the transaction, and each block contains a certain number of transactions between 50 and 200 transactions. For example, this block 20 seconds ago had 140 transactions. And I can know everything that happened. So now what I would do is check the transaction that I want to see, because now it's only transfer. So some people transfer to someone else. This block, for me, it's boring. I don't want to check in details what happened in that block, but I can check another block, for example. Here, deposit Ethereum. I can know some people execute some smart contract. This is the deepest level almost of granularity that you could get into on-chain analysis. And I will show you all the tools so you can make it easy for yourself and you can have just the information you need. So let me check, for example, sell to Uniswap. Here, I have something interesting, maybe. I'm going to check the detail of this transaction. And I can know that this person swapped 0.2 Ethereum to get some AGIX, right? This one, I don't know this one, Singularity Net token, okay. With the 0x protocol. So now I have two good information. This person used 0x protocol, and this person, for me, it's a poor wallet. If he's doing a swap with 0.2 Ethereum, it's not interesting. But he's buying some AGIX. So what I can know now is that if in 1 month, 2 months, he's selling his AGIX, then I will know if he made profit or not. And when you aggregate all those lines, because the blockchain is an open ledger, what you can do with this open ledger is to compile everything. Like if you had a massive Excel spreadsheet with Antoine sent to Scott, Scott bought this, then Scott sold that, and you have all that, right? Because all the transactions that happen on Uniswap or every decentralized exchanges, we can map them. And then we know at the end of the day, we can do the total, who made money, who lost money. And like this, we can follow the smart money, stop following the one who are not making any money, and just copy them to make even more money. That's what you will see today, and that's what I use. So the interesting thing is that I could even dig deeper because everything is open. So I can click on this link, which is from to. So I know that this is the person that did this trade. And I can check what is his portfolio. And it's exactly someone I don't want to follow. He got 2 tokens, $1,000 in it. He bought some LimeWire. I don't know what kind of degenerate it is, but it's not interesting to follow. So of course, we can find some better ways to study the blockchain and find the one who makes the real money out of it. That's the first step you have to understand. Everything is registered on the blockchain, no matter if it's Solana, no matter if it's Ethereum, no matter if it's Bitcoin, all of them we can know on the blockchain. Now, what you want to understand is that there's few ways to make more money in crypto. And the birth of a token, it's important to understand how a new coin gets created and then how it gets on the market and where it ends up. So it can end up on the ETF. That's the case for Bitcoin. It will be the case soon for Ethereum. You can make a bit of money there, but that's not where you could make more money. Then it can arrive on Binance. Before that, on different centralized exchange. Binance is still kind of the one who ruled the thing. I would say Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken. But you have tons of different centralized exchanges that are more than happy to list shitcoins before that. It will be listed on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. And same, like actually there's tons of coins already on CoinGecko. I think it's more than 10,000, probably like 12,000. If we go at the bottom, we are at, today, 12,700 crypto. So I don't know about you, but we need to find a way to spot them and to know in an easier way. And before it gets listed on CoinGecko, it gets listed on Uniswap. So same, Uniswap, it's a decentralized exchange. If you don't use it, I really encourage you to start using it because this is where the opportunities are. This is the primary market. Everyone who buy here, this is the secondary market. Like when a coin gets listed on a centralized exchange, usually it can get a massive pump because this is going to bring a lot of liquidity, a lot of new investors, but then it's a bit too late because people are lazy. They want to just wait that they can buy it on their phone easily like that. And before it gets listed on Uniswap, it gets popular on Twitter. And before that, you trade it manually on Uniswap. So the difference between selecting a token in the list here and putting the address of the token. And that's exactly what I want to show you. This is the contract address. The contract address is the first thing that gets created. When the contract is live, it means that now you can start to trade this token. Let me show you an example. I'm going to take Beam, for example, that we just talked about. It's a popular coin now. Actually, I think it had a really good performance recently, so that will be easy to spot it. Beam, okay. And I have all those information on the left panel on CoinGecko, which is the contract. I can know the contract address. It's like a barcode if you wanted to. It's like the barcode, so it means it's ready for sale. People can buy it, people can trade it. So if I put the contract address, I can find Beam, you see? Then if I put it in Etherscan, I can see as well the contract address. So now I will be able to know, okay, that's the token. That's his contract, which is always, blockchain is all about smart contract. So when I know that someone published this, I can start to trade it. And let me give you an analogy, the birth of you or anyone else. You could have met your lady in the street, in a cafe, just like that, through friends, or doing an activity. I don't know, you registered to yoga, pottery, or whatever. You could have met in the nightclub. So now we start to get into a bit more dodgy part, the private Instagram, the public Instagram, the public TikTok. So of course it's going to be harder. Tinder, it's going to be harder. And then the OnlyFans. So I don't wish you that. This should be taught in school, but here, where I want you to be after today is to actually be able to spot the contract address and do manual trades on Uniswap to really have those coins. And searching the contract address help you being the first. That's why I do it in group with the investors boardroom, so we can find those one. And what we call, and I know it's a bit shameful and cocky, but that's the term we use in crypto, is sniper. And that's when you buy it right at the beginning. So this is one of the trades that I did, for example, where I bought this token in the first few minutes that it was traded. Nobody have heard about it yet. It was just the beginning of it. And you had to do this copy paste into Uniswap to be able to trade it. Now, the thing is, when you use this, it's really powerful. So for example, you can use it with Dex Screener. That would be one of your companion tool. Again, like all what I'm talking about, you will see it in detail in the online course. If you click at the link at the beginning, you can really watch everything. I don't care. This is normally a really valuable online course. And I bought like right at the beginning, and then I sold it a few times. This is another tool that we will dig in, Zerion, that give you actually basically a visualization of everything that happened on the blockchain for an address. So this is easy for me to understand, okay, I bought it at that time, I bought it for $300 and $230. Then I started to sell it time by time. And then I even sell it at the top for $4,000 for one defrog. So I bought few. It was a really good ride. Like I think I made 13x or 14x on this. I use another way actually to be able to sell at the top with those ones, because this is a new type of contract that no one have talked about yet. It's like an NFT and the token joined together. But I also made it into another one where I was super early in the trade in the first few minutes as well, but I didn't sell. So I got wrecked here because now it's lower. So what happened here? Well, I had a few good trades in a day and I felt invincible and I could spot anything. And then I did the mistake, but it can happen. So now I was showing you for one of my wallet address that I like to use because I'm pretty public about my investment. So I use different address, like these people can follow what I'm doing, but I could see all the story here. It would be a lot easier to read than the thing that we're reading here on EtherScan. But that's the one of the geekiest level you could go in. You don't need to go to that level, and you can use something like Zerion to analyze an address. You just paste the address in it, and it's pretty easy. Now, you might be wondering about like, oh, but how do I find those address? Well, that's good because this is one of my favorite things to do. I find the address of tons of influencers. So I don't know which one you want to see. I have Mr. Beast, Crypto Gorgon. I have some Alex Baker, Gary Vee, Logan Paul, Donald Trump. This one shouldn't be here, but we have also some investment funds that you can see at the bottom. I have tons of it, like Alex Salvenik. I have some Vitalik, Iman Gadzi, Jesse Eckel, KSI, like all those influencers. I can usually find their address because the blockchain, you can see all the transactions, so I can find the footprints. Maintaining 100 wallets sucks. You don't need to maintain 100 wallets. Okay, so let me just pick a random one. Let's check if Mr. Beast is a good trader. Tech, I will put it. And here, Mr. Beast, we can see have a quite good portfolio, 500K. He used to trade before during the previous bull market. So be careful if he start to pump one of those coins. That could happen. Like he have some siders, some superverse. I guess those ones were partnerships. I can click on the coin and directly see when he bought, when he sold. So here he sold a bit of siders for 23K and bought, not receive. So when he received, that's a different thing. If he received, probably it was a partnership. Maybe he didn't bought it. So that's how you understand now. Like some influencers will tell you, oh, this coin is so cool, you should invest in it. But they didn't invest in it themselves. They're just telling you about it, but they got it for free. And I know because I started to get contacted to pump some coins. And they say, we're going to give you some free token. And then when I typed the name of the token online, I was disgusted because I saw so many YouTubers talking about this coin, pretending that they were buying it. Logan Paul, yeah, big old Logan Paul. It's a crazy one, that one. Let's check our good old Logan Paul. You get 30K here. I think he have other wallets because I had them before. Let me check. I have another file because there's one file that I share publicly, everyone on YouTube, and one file that is only for people in the investors boardroom when we have some better addresses and everything around it. So Logan Paul, this one, like he basically created his NFTs. So this guy, for example, if I want to see his NFT portfolio, I can just click on this tab and it's not normal that I don't see anything. Let me check what happened here. Maybe I did a mistake in this one, or he transferred his NFT to another address recently. It's one or the other. Let's see what we can find here. This is another tool to visualize tab radar. They all do the same thing, but kind of different ways. A board app owner, you see? Okay, here I have all the collection of NFT. So that's actually a really easy way to find someone's wallet, is that when they use the NFT at their profile picture on Twitter, then I just search, okay, which NFT it is. And then when I find the NFT, I check who is the owner, and boom, you have their address. Really simple. Really, really simple. And then, oh yeah, but they could use other wallets. No, but yeah, they can. But then I can check all the transactions that happen between those wallets and find the other wallets. So that's an interesting way. Like, on top of being able to follow the smart money, you can follow the one who have insiders information. For example, if you see that at any point in time, our friend Mr. B start to receive some tokens, well, you know, if it's a good amount, that there's probably a partnership video coming out. And when you have a partnership video coming out with what, 50 million views, you can understand what would happen on the market. Now, to be fully transparent, I don't think it would happen now because Mr. Beast is so big. I don't see him risking himself like that. But Logan Paul, anytime, anytime. KSI, actually, this is one of the best friend of Logan Paul. I did a full video about it because it was such a joke. The guy was saying, oh, you should buy this, you should buy that. And then at the same time, he was selling. At the exact same time, like just 5 minutes after his tweets or 1 hour, he was selling it. So amazing. And then some of the coins that he was pumping, he never bought it. That's what I love about this guy. But then, honestly, I would say we can't blame them, because the people who are following them, they go also for the greed and they think, oh, we're going to make money and we're going to be so smart. So everyone is guilty in this case. And let me show you something else you can do with the on-chain analysis, because now you might be wondering, oh, but this takes too much time to see all those addresses, to find all that. Well, don't worry, because this is what I do all day. So that's why I give you the access where you will get this file with all the addresses. And for example, we have Jump Trading, which is a big investment fund. And Jump Trading, one of their wallets is 130 million. So 130 million, I can check the history and see all their transactions. So even a $100 million fund is trading some Shiba. And I can know all the trades that's going on. They're removing it from one exchange, putting it somewhere else. Sometimes it's just to add up liquidity, removing it. And that's why you have to understand what's going on. But then if you see that all those investment funds that you have here, for example, Wintermute, A16Z, DWS, if you can see that they own the same crypto, you know they own a lot of media as well. Well, you know that they are going to pump the shit out of it. And then they're going to try to find the exit liquidity in it. This is how it works. This is how it is. And before we get into some really sweet part, I just want to see if I could see the birth of a contract. We have all the different things here, the method, execute, transfer, cancel a trade, transfer from. And we could go on Solana, it will be the same, right? To execute a contract, transfer, approve. Swap, what kind of coin is that? W Komai. That's crazy. This is where I would like to go. And then after what I can do, there is also text screener that will help you to find those coins. because on this one, they have some trackers. So let's check for, I'm going to put few filters for you guys so we can have an idea. All platform, let's trade. Allez, Solana, let's do a bit of DJ and stuff. I want the Solana liquidity 1000, okay. Pay age, just 1 hour max. And then I will see all the new shit coins that were created. Now, of course, you will see always more on Solana because it's a cheap blockchain. And when the blockchain is cheap, you will get a lot of spam transactions. So, for example, this coin did 70,000% in 24 hours. Jivara Sol. Now, don't think that everyone made like all that money. But this is really strange. We start to have a red candle, so that's good. But really strange beginning. We don't have a website. We don't have anything yet. This is complete degenerate trade. Now, what I would check is the top traders and to see if everyone bought, how much they bought. Because when you see someone that never bought a coin, for example, he received it, like we saw those guys before, and they're dumping it on the public, it means that they received it or they were the creator of it, and then they were just dumping it. So this guy, pretty good trader. He bought here at the right beginning for 9 SOL, almost 10 SOL, and he's been selling it. So that's $1,000 here. He made 2,500, 20, 50, 40. That's a pretty good trader for now. Like, I don't know who he is yet. I can search this guy on SoulScan. Let me check who is he. $26,000. It's a good portfolio because Solana, they use different wallets. And also, like, this is the generate trade. You see, like, all that, this is spam transaction. This is why Solana is not as good of a blockchain as Ethereum, in my opinion. This is crazy. He bought tons of different meme coins. So he's basically a meme coin trader. Now I'm going to keep that one for later. I will analyze his trade when I have a bit more time today to see if I should follow him or copy him. Because this is what I do. I'm French, so I'm lazy. I'm lazy because I'm French. I don't know which one comes first. But what I do is that I copy trade some of those best traders. So for example, this is a small portfolio that I use to do copy trade on the pump and dump group. This guy have a good following. He's pumping and dumping some coins. And with my research team, we find his wallet address. And then I'm just buying at the same time without having me to do anything. Sometimes it works for 1 month, 2 months, and then it crashes for 1 week. But it's quite entertaining and addictive to see that because I didn't have to do anything. I see those one like February 16, I was not even on my phone. I bought just for $22 and then made $38, then again made $20. It's not big amounts, and you're not going to trade massive amount on those meme coins, shit coins, but you can make some good money. We just saw someone who was making like thousands of it. So you have to trade smartly. And being smart is to copy the smartest people in the classroom if you can, because in the classroom it was not allowed. But luckily, in the crypto world, it's totally allowed and everyone can do it. But let's be a little bit less degenerate. And I'm going to ask you, Scott, if you have one coin that you would like to analyze, preferably on the Ethereum blockchain, and I will give you a report to let you know what's happening with the smart money and everything on it. If you have one idea.
On the Ethereum blockchain, I don't, because I've been mainly concentrating on INJ and Solana ones.
Okay.
So someone from the community has one.
Otherwise, I would just do Beam, which is, I think, a pretty good example always.
I think Beam is probably one that's really useful.
Yeah, plus he had a pump. I have it in my wallet, so actually I wanted to see it for myself. So
all right, let's do that.
Let me put that for you.
Oh, that's a nice looking chart, man.
I don't know what I'm sharing now. Deck. Okay. So do I have Beam? Yeah. Okay. So this is one of the dashboard that me and my team created. And let me actualize the data if I can. Let me check that quickly. All right. So the cool thing about this dashboard is that for Beam, I can know all the information about the token. Again, you will have access if you join the investors boardroom for this, which is, I know that it was created 3 months ago, and now I can have tons of information, like people who made tons of money with it. So I have the unrealized P&L, the P&L they have, which for all the traders. So if I see some addresses, I'm like, oh, why this guy sold everything? Like, what's going on with him? Why he bought that much and then selling that much? Like, some people are really doing deep studies on one coin, and I'm not. So why not just checking what are they doing? It's like if you knew someone who is always finding the best girls and he always go to a place, if you could know where he's going, when he's going, what he's telling them, then you have all the keys. And the thing is, on the crypto and this investment is non-competitive. That's why I can share it with you, because just if we all go on it, then it's going to validate even more of it. And what I really like is to see the evolution of the balance of the holders. So Beam has massive increase of new users recently. You see the number of holders growing. Then the total balance, not so much. But if I check the one who hold a lot of Beam, this coin goes to 0.3 cents. So that if I want to check the one who hold a lot more, it grew, but not so much, but it's still good. It's kind of like the number of holders stabilizing around here. Now, those massive drops, I would not care too much about it. It's probably just a data correction, something that they change in the price. But all the indicators are pretty good. Like the small money is growing, medium money is growing, and the big money is growing, but getting a bit flat. So maybe now I will make sure to, in 1 or 2 days, to check if they are not starting to sell. Because if those guys start to sell, those holders can impact the market way more than those ones. And another graph that I have that is pretty interesting is I can know all the holders, what are they buying and what are they selling. Because if you find a coin where everyone was like really, really smart and they made a lot of profits, well, guess what? They start to buy something else. So sometimes the information will not be so useful, but sometimes it can be like really interesting. So they started to buy some MX Matic. Let's check which one is this. MX again. We get some MX here. Like every day in gray, we can see some MX. So directly with this information, I'm going to be, okay, I need to check MX because some people that are holding Beam are buying it every day. And the people who are buying Beam are the same people who made in the last 30 days plus 73% or the last 14 days plus 100%. So they have money to spend. They have some buying power, because who don't like to sell where they make money to try to make even more money? That's always how it is. I think like this, you have now a good idea of what you can do with on-chain analysis, because you have both sides of it. You have the degen, and you have also where you can really analyze all the data. And when I mean all the data, for example, if you like to do value investing, in crypto, it's even better, because I don't need to trust the numbers or check like, okay, I get a report, but I'm not sure if it's true. I can check exactly what is the truth of it, how much money they're making, how much market share they have. And all those projects that have some fees, if you trade on it, then you know how much money they're making on a daily basis, and you can see which one is undervalued. And instead of talking, let me show you an example. There's a decentralized exchange that I invite you to try out. It's called Caro Protocol. Cow protocol is a beast. Like if you use it compared to Uniswap, you are going to love it. It's the same thing as Uniswap, but the way they use it, like they help you to save a lot on the fees. You can even have some tokens with gas-free approval, so you don't need to pay to approve the token. And a lot of the smart traders, a lot of the best traders I know, they use it. Why? Because the way it works, if you place some big orders, you're going to save a quite sizable amount of money. And let's check actually what is their market shares and everything. I can see the monthly protocol reporting. This one, they see on Uniswap. That's not what I want. Let me check which one is it. Okay, for example, DEX aggregator. Is it going to be Bebop Paraswap 1 inch? I don't think it show core protocol in it. It showed it here, but not on this one. That's the wrong chart. Sorry about that. Where is it? There we go, the market share. So for example, in this one, I can see the market share evolution. And core protocol is the one in dark blue. I can see the market share growing all the time, except now. So this data is 5 days ago. I'm going to try to refresh it if it can. And I have this information. I'm like, okay, those guys are getting market shares. But for example, when I checked them, because that was a while ago, they were pretty deep down into the market. And now core protocol, we are, I think, at a pretty good return in the last 14 days, plus 30%. Of course, if I take a year, that's going to be a lot bigger. But then I have a real idea of what's happening. Instead of thinking like, are they gaining market share? No, I can check the data and know if they are gaining market shares. I can know if they are making money from the fees. I can know all those information. And this is why the data on the blockchain is going to be so powerful and so impactful for you guys. Because when you start to use those things, you basically gain really an edge on it. You really have the good information to go into those degen coins to understand. Because otherwise you can get rug pull, you can get all the developers tricking you. And this is what helped to see when there was the new coin Pepe on Ethereum, to understand. And one guy was holding more than 80% of the supply. So of course he pumped it and then connected other wallets. But as the blockchain is an open ledger, everyone can see it and everyone can understand what's happening on it. So now I'm going to take a few questions. And actually, if you want, I prepared an even crazier offer than what I did before. If you guys are interested, I will share it. Otherwise, it's fine. I will keep it for myself. We did some more than 10x multiple times. I think it really helped to understand a bit more crypto and the blockchain and some trades. Let me know if you want to know. Okay, share it.
That's nice. Yeah, maybe let's see some emojis in the chat. Otherwise, Antoine's a man of his word and he'll never share it with us. It'll be we've literally got it in the palm of our hands. Come on, we need to know.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to keep it secret because I never did this offer. And this is because I've been working with Scott and exchanging research. And it's like when it comes to algorithmic trading and to trend following, he's a beast. He's a beast and he always helped me with that. So I prepared something special. So what you will get is 1 year of the alerts of everyone. Because, yeah, I didn't show you, but when you join the investors boardroom, you see like all those wallets, instead of wondering, oh, but when they do a trade, I don't want to follow everything. We get the information in real time. We receive a notification every time they do a trade, and everyone will message on it if there's something big. So it's really, once you set it up, you can lay back and then it does the thing for you. So you will get as well 1 year to the investors boardroom. The value is $1,164. This is my private group, private community where everyone is really good at doing on-chain analysis and can help you with stuff. Access to the weekly mastermind, it's the value of $1,997. My wallet to copy the pump and dump groups. I never shared it before, but I will show you how you can do it as well. And it's $1,997. The full course from zero to hero with on-chain analysis, $1,999. The free access to my new software, because I'm building one that will help to find directly like all the dashboard to know who is buying, who is selling on the coin, what is the smart money doing, what are they buying this, why are they selling that. I actually had a lot of developers contacting me that wanted to work on this because they find it like a really cool product. I had this weird moment where I had a call with a guy who have a team of developers, and he said, no, I don't want shares or anything. I just want to build this with you, and then we will talk about it later. And I'm like fucking scared to go in business with him, because I'm like, why would someone work for me for free? I don't understand it. You will also get the premium address list, which is a value of $599, and 3 wallets to find. So if there was some influencers you like or dislike, and you're like, hey, Antoine, I want you to find them, you can send it to me. You will have maximum 3 requests. And if I can find them, I will find them, because I have a team that helped me with that. So you will get all that. And you will, the value of all that is $10,918, but you can get it today only for $997 per year, and you will get all the access. You can cancel anytime, and you would get the best on-chain analysis you can get on the market. Like literally, other people on YouTube are coming from other groups and telling me, I'm coming here because I realize this guy is just copying what you do. So you will get all that, and then I will, of course, cancel the other one, and you will have the best information you can get into it. That's pretty much it. Let me give you the link for this one. Why it's not popping? Okay.
Do you have anything that you would show on screen for that, Antoine?
Yeah. Okay, I didn't share my screen. Good job, Antoine. Good job, good job.
I did try to interrupt you, but mate, you were on such a roll that everyone was clear on that.
That's fine.
Yeah, once we...
It's demo day, as they say, right? All right, this is everything you get, guys. Let me give you the link. In the chat as well, up. This is everything you will get. And I'm going to take some question as well. I think it will be interesting to know what you guys have some questions. So if you can just tell me the question, Jan, that will be amazing, because the chat is going pretty fast.
Yeah, I certainly can. So the first thing people are asking are, is there a payment plan, or is it just a one pay?
It's just a one pay. If they want a payment plan, they can take the monthly membership. It's the monthly membership is $97 per month, but you would not get as much as what you get in this bonus. That's
Right.
fine. I'm pretty sure they will make money with it. At least they would gain insane knowledge to improve their trades.
That's fantastic. So there's a question here. It says, Scott, would this help for noobs like me to know who the players are in pump coins, right? I think there's some definite overlap between the research in Antoine's group and what we do in the pump system. I think there definitely is, Miles. As you don't know the pump system, Antoine, so that question's not strictly aimed at you. But yeah, I think definitely there would be benefit to having the information that's in Antoine's course. Okay.
I see. Can we do the 14 days trial first, and if satisfied, go to the annual bonus plan? No, you get rewarded if you take risk, and trust me. Yeah, it's like there's no like how can I have both of the things? No, it's like that's why. Like if you want to get in, you can get that. But actually, you know what? This one is 30 days money back guaranteed. So you can just get in, and if you don't like it at any time, I will just refund you. No question asked. And someone asked me if we can, I think, like copy on an exchange. So not on the exchange, it will be directly decentralized wallet. So you can do the copy trades, and I have explanation on this. You will get everything to be able to do that, but it's not going to be on a centralized exchange, for the main reason that those coins, they're not always on centralized exchange, or if they are, it's really low liquidity. Like this is the primary market. This is before those coins get listed. To be able to be listed, they have to have enough liquidity, to have enough trading days and all that. But before that, they are not, so we can't. But we have some tools to do it anyways.
Nice. So a question that I think that I could answer, but obviously invite you to add more to it, Antoine. Perry asks, is that June site public or one that his company offers? So June is a public site, but the magic is in the construction of the dashboards. So anybody can go in there and construct a dashboard, but it's constructing the dashboard that gives you the alpha that you need. That's the trick with June.
Yeah, exactly. Like June is just a database of different dashboards. So some are public, some are private. That's why like Core Protocol, for example, they made their dashboard public. But we with my team, we can do those dashboards for public for some coins, but then where we get the alpha, those ones are not. And it's quite complicated to use June for a new user, honestly. Like it takes time to learn, but it's really powerful.
It is. Okay, here's one for you, Antoine. Gier asks, does the community/service include buy-sell signals with corresponding summary of analysis, or is it mostly community-led, self-directed?
As today, we have both. So the community will do some research and find some stuff, and then it's like it will be kind of like a common agreement, like, okay, let's go in or let's not. So there's for the two type of coin, we have the degen coins where we'll try to be as fast as possible and as early as possible. Those one we have to be on. But for the other one, we analyze what's going on, for example, for Beam or Core Protocol. Those one is more like, okay, there's a research that we do, and there's the buy signal and the sell signal.
So I'm just almost at the top of the messages. I think we've there was a question about wallets that was answered. All right, let me just refresh, see if there's any of the new messages. Let's see. So Brian says, how can we join monthly? I have to load up my FinRev account now, then I would like to join this. How can I join the monthly plan? So I think I can get you the link. Get you a link for that. So I don't have enough. I'm just looking.
Tony, for the copy trade, it's automatic. Like where I show, like on the Telegram bot, it's automatic. Once you get the address to follow, it's automatic. It's worked directly. You don't need to do anything. So when there's one of those pump and dump group that works, it works directly. But I can't promise that it will work 24/7 because it's really different way to do it. So, I mean, it will work 24/7, but if the wallet that I'm copying there stop being good, I will stop copying them. That's just how it is. When you're joining, like first, like I will really recommend to watch the full online course and also the masterclass recording that we did, because this will boost your knowledge. Like what we saw now, it was just to give you an overall of what you can do. Like my mom yesterday actually asked me like, what am I doing? How am I doing all this? And I try to give an explanation. So I give you the explanation as well. And if you want to deepen your understanding, then you can go into that. And I really encourage this because you're investing in the blockchain. So all the alpha you can get from the blockchain, you should get it. It's like, can you imagine if you were investing in, for example, real estate and you had access to everyone, what are they buying, where are they buying it, and for which price, and when they are selling. So you would know exactly in your city, oh, that investor is making a lot of money every time. So now wherever he's buying, I'm going to buy the same shit. And then I'm going to sell at the same time as well. And that's exactly what we do here. We find the best addresses, we find the best wallets, we copy them, and we can know what they do and everything. I'm going to show you another wallet that I find interesting to follow because I have some quite good knowledge in crypto and some good partnership. So it depends on the size of the wallet. Let me check this with you. I'm going to share my screen. But this wallet, for example, $2,400, is invested in Core Protocol pretty massively for a portfolio value of 90K. And I can see all the different assets that he has. We get a bit of Doge, but this is not in a big amount. And I can see the history. So what they bought, what they sold. So now I know that he sent 100K to another wallet. He received 100K from Binance, so he's ready to make some moves. He sold, for example, his trade on Gel, and he used Core Protocol. He made a trade of 32K. Let me check the details on this. I want to see if I can know when he bought it. Okay, so this person, for example, he bought some Gel here for 30K and sold it here for 32. So probably he thought, okay, this trade I'm going in is actually not that good, and went out the trade. This is where you get really some good insights. So receive this. I could see all this transaction. And then if I want to, I could just copy his trades. So like this, I will have all the information.
Nice. Really, really nice. I just described it in the chat as ninja stuff made super simple to execute. That's been really very clear in there. Jeffrey James. Hey, Jeffrey, we can help you. Support is open all the time. What I'll do is I'll get somebody to email you from support. Let me just grab a screenshot there. Okay, I'll take care of that. In the hosts and panelists chat, maybe I can copy it. I can copy it. There is a question here in French, and
oh wow!
Beyond
everyone French, they love to text me in French. It's the same. I get that all the time. Let me try to scroll back up. Maybe I will be able to find it.
I think I just posted it. There we go. It's just pasted in the chat now again.
By the way, everyone in the live, you can ask me anything. I don't care if you buy this or not. I'm trying to help you as much as I can. It's just if you want to have more information, you can join in that. But you can ask me anything because I don't need to gatekeep anything. All the information, the more I teach you about on-chain analysis, the more I help you with it, the more you will be able to find those trades, and you might want to join us to be able to make more money together. That's the thing. So how many exchanges do you have to access to for useful copy trading? You don't need to access any exchange. We just use decentralized exchanges, and then you don't need to create an account. You don't need to do anything. This is different. There is no KYC. There is no regulation on it. So of course there's more risk because there's none of that, but you can trade whatever coin you want. So you don't need to set it up. Actually, it's pretty easy. You just click on the link to set up the Telegram bot, and then they would give you a wallet address. You send a bit of money there. You say, I want to copy that wallet, and then that's it. Someone asking for paying in crypto. The problem with paying crypto is I cannot make a recurring. So if you want to contact me for that, we can check it out. But I don't want to have to do too much overhead that would block me from doing what I'm good at, which is the research for those ones. Rich Race asking for PayPal. I don't think I have PayPal yet. So no, probably not, but you can pay with cards, fine, or Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever. Someone, do these coins give decent returns with, let's say, 3K accounts? The answer is yes, completely. Actually, I would say I would recommend to the people to go with less than 10% of their portfolio, because what you would do here is taking the highest risk. Like if you want to do the barbell strategy, like a friend was telling me, like for example, you get most of your money in FinRev or whatever trading algorithm you use, and then if you want to go risky stuff, you can go a bit of that or the 100x from Scott's. Like that will be the thing, I think.
All right, there's some great questions coming through. I'm also conscious that we've taken up a lot of people's time.
Yeah.
So far this morning. I don't know if there's anything further from yourself, Scott.
Oh, the yearly, you just get more stuff in. You get more in the offer. You get all that. Like you would not get as much in the monthly.
I think this is really good stuff, guys. I think especially if you're starting with a very small account, I wouldn't do this if you're slinging 100 grand around. I think it'd be a distraction from the main game. But if you're $5,000 or $10,000 accounts, this is arguably, if you're willing to put the work in, it's arguably better than the stuff that I'm doing. So that's my opinion.
It's awesome. Somebody's just asking
Oh, Jerry say, I've lost a couple hundred just linked to other people, but I haven't given up on it. Don't listen to people anymore. Watch what they do. That's what I want to do. Like, do you track equity curve or win rate? So we don't have equity curve because it's not like the kind of thing that Scott do at this level. The win rate, I'm starting to do it. I think we get about like 80% of the trade that we're good today. That now, of course, it depends when you go in, when you go out. Okay, thanks everyone. I'm sorry, there's so many questions at the same time, and you know what? Like, if I'm not fully focused on guys now, it's only because the wallet that I found just before that made like 20K in one trade. I can't wait to go and analyze if I should copy him or not. That's the only reason why I'm like, this is in the back of my mind. And like, when I find someone like that, I'm like, all right, I need to find who is this guy? How is he trading? Did he make a lot of good bets or not? Like this is the kind of thing I do.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, no, the crypto just because it's a recurring, so I can't do it like that. Like, I might do it later. Jeffrey, no, you would not think, you would not need.
I think Leroy's asking, is there a deadline on the offer?
Yeah, I mean, this one is for now. I don't think like Scott's gonna send you guys any emails about it like this. This was not like my goal. Like I say, okay, I want to do a masterclass for Scott about like on-chain analysis, because I was going to teach Scott those things and he said, you know what, you can do it to my group actually. I say, okay, cool, I will do that. And I say, well, you guys don't have the same access to my information as Scott have, because he could send me any coins. So I'm gonna give you something so you guys can have the same level.
Awesome, and we really appreciate what you've delivered today, Antoine. So I think we'll end it there.
Thank you. Yeah, works in bear market. Bear markets, it's going to be good if you can find like some new coins, but I don't know exactly bear market. No one wants to trade, so you don't really need to do it.
Thank you. And any 100X members that have joined, if you want to look inside the group, Scott has done a daily update that covers the market and all the coins that we're currently in, and there'll be further updates in the group. Thanks everybody for your time. See you later.
Thank you very much, everyone.